So I'm doing just a quick little makeup video because I got some new stuff, but I was going to make a video later from my stepsister's request to do some waves in the hair. So just while I tell you a little bit about what I'm doing, this is my new thing doing the eyeshadow primer. Since I'm not like an influencer, I won't be really sharing what brands I'm using unless it's something I swear by. So what I have done to prep my face is wash with my preferred cleanser and used Dermalogica moisturizer. So this using the primer is something new for me because I had a different trick, but that's too complicated. So that one has a tint, that's why I put it underneath, and I do use some of the powder underneath. So for the base, I don't think it matters what brand. I just like a light shimmer with a little something in it. This one's probably more of like a nude one than what I usually do with like a more whitish tone because I blend it in. I like to go a little on the smoky side. So when I have just a little product left on the brush is when I kind of go up to the eyebrow, which mine are microbladed, so I didn't do makeup. Then I put a little extra on to just kind of get under there a little bit, and then whatever's left on the brush, go all the way around. Since I have brown eyes and damn near translucent eyelashes, that's why I like to go kind of heavy on the eyeliner and mascara. And using this primer actually does, I feel like, save me a little bit of time. And I kind of keep everything all over my countertop here. So there's a ton here, but I feel like it only takes me like 7 minutes to actually do it. It'll probably just take me a little extra since I'm sharing. So maybe I'll just do one eye. So for the smoky part, again, it doesn't matter the brand. I like a sparkly gray or black. And sometimes I'll dip like one side of the brush on the sparkly gray or black and then the other side in a purple. I start on the outer corner and just kind of keep brushing in. And always at first I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so much. And I'll just kind of put some of the product over there or brush it off on a towel nearby. And I just keep going inward and like soft up and around. It's weird to watch myself in a camera, so I'm gonna look in my mirror. And then if I do feel like it really is too dark, like I went heavy-handed, I'll just come back with that same light shimmer over the top of it and then like accentuate the brow area. So I don't know if it shows on camera and I didn't get one of those ring lights like I have at the salon since makeup is not my forte. And I'm sure there's gonna be people that watch this that are like, what is she doing? This is not how you do makeup. That's not the proper order. That's not the right brush. That's not the right strokes. Your advice is garbage. But I'm talking like person to person, not cosmetologist or makeup artist to a person. I feel like good quality is important, especially since I have sensitive eyes. And now the sides get a little crumble on it, so I do one of these. I've tried doing like tape before and I feel like that works, but only if you're really going for like a super cat eye. So for the eyeliner underneath, I feel like it needs to be a really soft pencil. I pull down the lid, which is probably also not something to do because it causes wrinkles, but I don't have that steady of a hand to be putting it like underneath. Sometimes I'll do a little bit in the corner underneath and then just smudge with my finger. Since I do hair, when I wash people's hair at the sink, I am looking up close at everybody's makeup. And the biggest thing that I see that makes me a little cringy is when I'm washing their hair, their makeup will come off right here. And I see that it's either the wrong tone or it's really, really heavy, or you can see like brush strokes. And that drives me personally crazy. So I use a different eyeliner on top. This is a Kat Von D tattoo liner. It's the only one that I feel like the felt tip doesn't wipe the makeup off at the same time as putting it on. And I, like I said, don't have super steady hands, so I do one way and then the other and then just kind of go over it a couple times. When this runs out though, my other favorite thing to do, which is hard for me, like I said, having sensitive eyes, is using a really skinny brush like this and getting it damp and then just going in a black glitter powder I have and then running it across. So this one's a thinner line than it would be if I were to have done the black glitter. And I see it's less blended than I like because I'm looking into a camera and not my own mirror. And I'm not one for contouring, and right now, because we wear masks, like, who cares? I really only put like a little bronzer on my forehead because I stand in front of a mirror all day and it can make one self-conscious. So I just kind of use a gentle brush, just kind of blend in. I'm usually very red, so I suggest to literally everybody that will listen to my voice to use, I like the Bare Minerals, whether you like the powder that you like dump out. I like the flat one with a flat brush because you literally just like touch it and get product on it. So you don't need a lot of it at all. And my skin is pale enough that if I wanted to do concealer, I just kind of rub my face, like you get a lot by barely touching it, and just kind of do one of these numbers. And I feel like this is not a contributing factor to the maskne that I've been getting because it's powder, so it absorbs the oil and it keeps you from shining. So I don't really do much of it. I'm really just doing it to show how much coverage you get from just that tiny, tiny bit, because I really just want to like blend in. I don't want to look a different color. So when I take my makeup off, I don't want it to be like, oh my gosh, that's two different people. So then I do the same thing with the bronzer again, but I kind of do like that little dent in the cheek, and then I come back with the pink. So this is where people would like contour, but first, I'm always in a hurry. Second, I don't really care. Like with masks, if I was getting ready for something nice, I would probably dip my finger in the bronzer and do like a line right there on each side. And then this is the more pink stuff. And right when you do makeup, it always looks super stark and kind of funky. So I just kind of blend that in. Maybe I should have used the ring light. I make sure I've got all the crumbles off my cheeks. And I only did one eye like all the way, so I'm sure everything looks super uneven. Every time during putting my makeup on, I feel like this looks super weird and I must be missing something, but it's just that it always looks weird until it's completed. I still cannot do a winged eye. I tried that with tape too from a tutorial I saw, and it's just not for me. I've seen some cool tutorials doing different colors and almost making like a painting. One thing I do really like is doing a primer. So this is Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. So doing a primer on my eyelashes has made a huge difference. And because I have sensitive eyes, I don't have to like keep twisting and rolling all the way down to the base where I'm kind of like scratching the waterline on the inside of my eye. And I don't even really need to, like, usually I probably do 3 coats of mascara, but if I do 1 good coat of this and 1 good coat of my mascara, same brand, I feel weird like showing people like those tutorial people that show you. So I do both lashes. Some brands tell you not to pump air into it over and over, priming it, because that's, by it oxidizing, is what makes it go bad. But some brands tell you to do it, that it'll like mix it up and move some of the product towards the top. When I was a kid and I would see my mom running low on mascara, she would fill up a mug with warm water and just sit it in there. I've tried that too. I don't feel like it makes a difference. I just kind of like scrape the inside, and when it feels low or my eyes start to like feel a little irritated is when it's time to toss it. And because I'm super cheap and all about saving when I can, all of this makeup is like the good expensive stuff. This is the cheap part because I have sensitive eyes. Even the $30 stuff, which always looks really good, still irritates my eyes, so I might as well do the cheap stuff. Otherwise, the soft pencil is my favorite of the soft pencils. This is 24/7 by Urban Decay, and the color is Perversion. They have a good glide on one for the top part too. That's just not really, I just love this Kat Von D one. It was a gift and a curse to try the Ipsy bag, because now I've got everything set in my way of, this is my bottom liner, this is my top liner, this is my face stuff, this is my bronzer, but I'm always open to new eyeshadows and shimmers for all over. I always start on the outside, and I've seen people where they use just like the end of it, but I guess I'm the cliche of like, oh, you open your mouth to do it every time. It's like a balance thing. And generally this is the last part I'm doing, so I'm always in a hurry. So by the time I'm done, I have to like check my lids for little black spots. And that's when I go through the final time with my white eyeshadow stuff to make sure everything's blended in. And by then it's set a little bit, so you can kind of see. I feel like bottom mascara is just as important as the top. A lot of times when I look at people while I'm washing their hair, they don't put it on the bottom. So I just kind of go through one more time, make sure all the lashes are open, makes you look awake. My main focus was doing the smoky eye situation, kind of daytime smoky, rather than the rest of the face makeup. So I'm just going through one more time with this on the edges, make sure we're blended. There we go. So that'll be for my day, and I'm not bothering with lipstick because of masks. So here's the final look. Not my A game, but the hair is where I'm really gonna put in the game, but also check this cute headband. So I'll see you guys in a bit when I get to work and do my hair.